Contrary to what many people may believe, taking care of a farm is not as easy as you think. Taking care of my farm, we have procedures that we do to make it most efficient and fastest. The first thing that we do on my farm is we get the cow milk ready. We put in 2 scoops of powder and 4 quarts of hot water and mix it together in a bucket for the baby calf. Next, going outside, we go to the front shed and fill up a bucket with 4 scoops of grain. Then, walking to the back, we put 6 scoops of grain in another bucket and leave it in the barn. Then, we lock up the horse and give her half a scoop of horse grain and lock up the cow and give him his bucket of milk. Walking back to the front, we fill up all the troughs and buckets on the ground of goat feed for the goats so they leave us alone while we're feeding the rest of the animals. Walking to the back, we take the 6 scoops out of the barn, we lay 3 scoops on the ground in buckets, 2.5 scoops in one of the pens full of pigs, and another half a scoop for our big pig. We do this because if we don't, the pigs that are not in pens that are roaming around will come up and eat all the chicken food. Walking back up, we take 2 scoops of chicken scratch and we lay it out all over the floor. Then, taking baby chicken scratch, we feed the baby chicks that are in their pens. Then, going back inside the house, we get a bucket, hot water, a rag, and Germ-X to milk the goats. Walking back outside and getting the 3 goats, Nala, Aphrodite, and Jane, we slowly milk the goats one by one. Then, after all of the goats that are milked need to be milked, we put them back in the back of the property and lock them up. Going back into the house, we then filter the milk into mason jars, making sure that all of the little bugs or hair or any dirt that was collected in the bucket while milking them is drained out, and now the milk is clean. Then, to make sure that the milk does not have any germs or pesticides in it, we go through a process called germinization. This is when we put the milk to a boil to 250 degrees for about 3 hours. Doing this makes sure that the milk is healthy enough to drink. After this, we put it back into mason jars. We make sure that the date is on it so we know when the date is. Then, if we want to drink the milk, we can. Selling the milk or making the milk into goat cheese or goat soap is the next process, so we can sell and make money on the farm. These are the steps that we use on our farm to make it most efficient, to take care of the animals and take care of all the needs that are needed for the animals.